Welcome to the core problem. In this fast-paced first-person shooter, you try to cool down a rapidly overheating core before it explodes. Make your way underground and collect crystals to upgrade your equipment. Use your projectile weapon to dig through the planet and find the right core.
This won't be easy. The planet is sentient and aware of your objective. Introducing Debris, a rocky creature formed by the very terrain you've been digging. Debris has the sole goal to stop you, so be careful when handling this threat. Time is limited. Can you collect enough resources to survive and prevent the planet's demise?
Humankind found Vídeo, a resource-rich planet that looked very profitable, especially for mining companies. After a human disturbs the planet's core with explosives, massive earthquakes were felt all around it. Barely surviving it, the man returns with strange materials collected from the core, which was heating up at a significant rate. If not cooled down, the planet would eventually explode and destroy Earth due to their close proximity. Using the materials brought from the core, a cooling weapon was engineered. It's your job to cool down the hyperactive core and save Earth from the planet's explosion.
You arrive in a drop pod. Stepping out into the desolate wasteland, you'll find crystals. Collect them using your weapon. Crystals are powerful as they can enhance your equipment's abilities. Speaking of equipment, you have armor that protects you from strong attacks. Without it, you'll die instantly. To help your survivability, you're equipped with a rechargeable shield. Unlike the armor, the shield will eventually heal itself over time. Moving around the planet will surely be easier with your jetpack. Be careful though, as your fuel is limited.
Your weapon can switch between two modules, one to mine the terrain and the other to cool down the core and damage enemies. Reach the center and blast the core with cooling projectiles while dodging its attacks and hordes of enemies. You lose if your armor gets depleted or time runs out, and you will only win if you manage to cool down the core. Programming the game accurate to its design was quite a challenge. The main difficulty was that the terrain had to allow for its destruction and had to be split into chunks, and getting the chunk edges look right took several days to complete. While the enemies themselves are straightforward, the fact that they have to dodge everything around them makes their behavior rather expensive, allowing only up to 20 enemies to be in-game without compromising frame rate in high-end machines. When it comes to their design, there wasn't a limit to the amount of enemies in mind, since the difficulty of the game relies on enemy quantity and not exactly how intelligent the AI is. While 20 is not a bad number, if that number is reached, no more enemies can spawn on terrain destruction, which goes against the game mechanic itself. The gameplay was designed with various playstyles in mind, allowing for multiple different builds and strategies to reach the core. You can just dodge enemies or destroy them all, you can invest in defense or in strength, or spend some extra time on the surface to be able to invest in both, at the cost of maybe running out of time. It's all up to you.
During the audio implementation process, we were met with a few difficulties due to a teammate leaving the project and, consequently, leaving the audio unfinished. This led me to having to take care of the process, which meant finding new sounds to replace some of the low-quality ones left by our teammate, as well as finding the missing ones. I also had to implement some of the audio inside Unity itself by using the Fmod integration package. The audio was implemented through the use of scripts and animation events that would call functions from those scripts, as well as Fmod sound emitters. Seeing as the project is a 3D one, the sounds had to be configured inside Fmod for 3D environments and called using a special function inside the code that would make them play spatially. I also remade the game sound document from scratch to keep myself organized on which sounds were missing and which sounds needed to be replaced.
I've been in charge of documenting the project, writing down and expanding on the ideas and progress of the game. I've also written scripts and edited all the video presentations. These are all very important parts of the project, as it will be how the public can learn about the game and its features, mechanics, story, and development history.
Thanks for watching this presentation. We hope you enjoy playing the core problem.
If there's any time, we're open to answer any questions about the project.